So now we'll go with the encryption. So Amazon provide couple of ways to encrypt the file. So there are two ways. Okay. Uh, in transition or in rest. In transition means when you're uploading your file, you are using HTTP protocol. Whenever you upload any file to S3 bucket, okay, so Amazon is making sure that it is HTTPS. So it's SSL and uh, T, uh, TLS. TLS, I think it's not that much used, but nowadays when you are using any browser or when you're using HTTPS protocols, so it is SSL protocol or SSL secured encryption is there. So now what that means is when you are transferring your data over the internet to S3 bucket, the whole connection is secured by HTTPS protocol. So that is SSL certified. Okay. So Amazon makes sure when you are uploading or when your file is in transition, it is SSL uh, encrypted. Okay. That's the first thing. Okay. They're used by transport layer. I think you might be knowing OSS layers in network, you might have read. Okay. So when you're uploading your file, secure socket layer, it is a part of OSS layers and advanced IP4 concepts. Okay. So when your data is in transition, so it is secured by SSL. SSL encryption is enabled. Okay. But when your data is on rest, what is mean by rest? When your data is uploaded to S3 bucket, you then also you can encrypt your file. Your file can be simply copied to the S3 or you can encrypt the file. So there are a couple of ways Amazon provide the encryption. So first is server side encryption, SSE, SSE. Okay. So what does that mean? So Amazon will do encryption for you. Amazon will encrypt the file when you upload your file or after you upload the file. Okay. After your file is uploaded, Amazon will encrypt that file and keep it with it. Okay. So in server side encryption, okay, that is called server side encryption. Or second one is client side encryption. Some companies don't want the encryption should be done by Amazon. They will encrypt their file by themselves and then they will upload it to S3 bucket. Okay. Mostly banking files, they are encrypted. They don't reliable on Amazon encryption. They will encrypt the file from their own side before sending the file to S3 bucket. Okay. So there are two categories. So, server side encryption. In this, Amazon will do the encryption for you. Second is client side encryption. Okay. So client side encryption means you are doing the encryption on your own in your own local servers and then you're uploading to S3 bucket. Is it clear? Two type of encryption in REST. Okay.
Yes, Parth.
S3 manage key. Now in server side encryption, there are three categories. Okay. Whenever you do encryption, there is always a keys are generated. You might know, I don't know, but there is a key or encryption key is there. That key is passed so that to the is created first of all, and using that key your files are encrypted, and after and it is kept in the storage or any storage device. When you are using that file, you have to decrypt that file before using that file. Okay. Whenever you want to process that file or you have to get information, you have to decrypt that file. So for that also you require key. Okay. For decryption, you will be using that key, and with the help of that key your file will decrypted, and for you can do the further processing. So Amazon provide three categories in that. It's uh, S3 manage key. What is that mean? You just upload the file and you tell Amazon that do the encryption as as per your convenience. Whatever the keys are there, you manage all the keys. We don't know how you are doing the encryption, how you are keeping that keys with you. We are just bother about do the encryption. So this is fully managed by Amazon. It's SSC S3. Okay. S3 manages the key or S3 managed key. Okay. Second key is that Amazon provide a service called AWS management service, in which you can create some custom keys and store it in Amazon, and that keys will be used when you are uploading you are encrypting your file in S3 bucket. Okay, so that keys are managed by Amazon, but you are creating, and with your help that keys are created in Amazon. So you are the owners of the key. In the previous one, you don't know which keys are generated, how the keys are kept, where the keys are uh, when and where the keys are generated. But in the second case, Amazon provided a services which in which you will go in the console and you will create some keys and you will be maintaining that keys. You will be deciding how much long the key will be active and to whom you have to share the key. Okay. Are we clear with the first two categories of the keys? Third one is similar to second, but here the encryption key is provided by the client, means by you. You are not generating in Amazon, you are generating in your local, and you are uploading that key to Amazon, and then that key is used to encrypt the file. Are we clear about the three categories? How? So I will repeat. There are two type of broad category of encryption: encryption in transition and encryption on rest. Encryption on transition is basically when you are transferring your file to S3 bucket. So Amazon is using HTTPS protocol, which use SSL encryption. So your data is very secure when it is transferring to S3 bucket. But after your data is transferred to S3 bucket, you can encrypt your data. For that, Amazon provide two type of broad encryption. One is server side encryption, second is client side encryption. Okay, server side encryption means all the encryption are done in Amazon servers, means Amazon will do encryption for you on your files. Okay, so all the process of encryption is done by Amazon. And second category is you are doing the encryption. Okay, you are doing the encryption before sending the file. In the first case, you are sending the file and then Amazon will encrypt the file. And when you are downloading the file, and Amazon will decrypt that file for you. But in second category, you are responsible for encryption and decryption of your files before sending to Amazon. So you will encrypt your file, then you will upload to Amazon. Okay. In server side encryption, you have three categories. First, you are not managing the key at all. You are letting Amazon handle the keys, handle the life cycle of the keys. Everything is handled by Amazon. So it's server side encryption with S3 managed key. So SSC S3 is the short form for that. Second category is Amazon managed services managed key. Amazon has created a service in which you can go and create custom keys, and that keys can be used to encrypt the file. And it is known as SSC server-side encryption, KMS, key management service. Okay, KMS, key management service. Server Third category is server-side encryption with customer provided key. This is basically you are creating the keys in your local and you are uploading that key or you're passing that key to Amazon, and then that key is used to encrypt the file. So it is SSC with C. Okay. Now coming to the next thing. So how you can, okay, are you clear here?
Yes, but
Okay. So how you can avoid the things to always want, if you want your files to be encrypted, how can you do that? When you are uploading a file to S3 bucket, you use a put request. Okay, regardless of what protocol you are using, you can use CLI, you are using console or SDKs. In the put request, it will look something like this. Okay, so you can see put request, your bucket name, date, authorization string, what type of file it is, how big file is, owner of the file, something like this. Okay, when you are doing a simple put request. But if you want your file to be encrypted, you have to pass an extra parameter in the header of the file. So what is it? To encrypt an object at the time of uploading, you need to add an extra header called x-amz-server-side-encryption to be request to be tell S3 to encrypt the object. Either it can be SSE-C, SSE-S3 or SSE-KMS. In the following example we are doing SSE-S3. So we are passing this extra header with value as AES 253, encrypt 256 encryption, do the 256 encryption, and it is server side encryption S3. Okay, and second one is SSE-KMS. So you will pass this thing, AWS KMS value. This is in the header. Okay, it is key management service, SSE-KMS. So previously this is your request, and we have added this extra parameter, x amazon service encryption enable. So when we will go in the coding part as a developer, you will be seeing this parameter there when you want to enable the encryption. Okay, let's go in the console and see how it will look like. Okay, so okay, go, let's go test. Okay, this is a website. So let's upload a file in S3. Okay, let's upload this file. Okay, so here you can see encryption is disabled, right? So you can enable, you can see, right? You can see the encryption, server side encryption. You can enable server side encryption, and you have two category: SSE S3, SSE KMS. So I'm clicking on SSE S3 and I'm uploading the file. Okay, so if you go to the file in the property, you can see the encryption. Okay,